Now what you're currently looking at is, yes, Bhlademyst with the Yankees hat. I'm from New York, so I gotta rock the Yankees. And number 2 is the Shark map, Conquest map, which is usually the map that has the best hidden rewards that come out in MLB The Show. So this is going to be a must-do Conquest map, even if you haven't done any of the others. We have to steal 4 million fans. That is something we're gonna keep in mind. And the first step is going to be going right after the San Francisco Giants, because why not? We're gonna be able to go ahead and hopefully win this one game. If we lose it, it's fine. You don't have to worry about it. We're just gonna restart and go back to facing them or taking the same path until we don't lose any fans and we go ahead and win that first game. So we're gonna go ahead and knock out instantly on all-star difficulty San Francisco Giants. As I always say, make sure that your 5th starting pitcher is the one starting. That way they put their 5th best starting pitcher as well. And if you're new here, hit that like button. Let's go ahead and aim for 150 likes, subscribe button, turn on the channel notifications, do all that good stuff. Everything else from the Discord to how to become a member and all of my socials are inside the description. And we stream in the afternoon. The latest is 7 p.m. Eastern usually. So make sure you guys go ahead and follow the Twitch as well. Let's go ahead and do this Conquest map together. Alright, so no camera because I wanted y'all to get the full picture. But these are all the hidden rewards. If you see ASG, it means an all-star game pack. BLLN, Ballin' is a habit. HL is a headliners. 42 is a 42 series. Sync is basically kitchen sink. And then 5 bundle is a standard bundle. Prospect means it's either the AL West prospect pack or one of those divisions. And then last but not least, the one that says Legend BS is basically a Legend bat skin. It was probably the worst pack out of all of them. Deuces! Now, once we have captured the Giants, we don't want to go ahead and attack any of the territories. Instead, we're going to do what we normally do, which is skip to the steal fans phase. Now, you're going to see it says steal 4 million fans. So in this yellow phase right here, you have to face one of the remaining strongholds on whatever difficulty you want, as long as in total you get up to 4 million fans each and every single time you play the steal fans phase. For example, if I go ahead and face them on Hall of Fame, I will complete the goal and I will no longer have to do it. If I do it on veteran, then the next time I get the steal fans phase, I need an extra 2 million in order to get 4 million. So I would have to face another stronghold on veteran difficulty. What I'm going to go ahead and do is the Tampa Bay Rays are the next team I'm looking to knock out. So I'm going to be looking to face them on Hall of Fame difficulty. But as I said, if you struggle on Hall of Fame difficulty against the CPU, I would suggest just facing them on an easier difficulty because the steal fans do not count unless you win the game. So keep that in mind. I would face them at an easier difficulty and then I would just do the steal fans phase multiple times. You can save it for after you finish the map and you restart it, or you can do it in the beginning just like I am doing it currently. Now once you steal 4 million fans, you're gonna get this Ballin' is a Habit pack, but the reason why we didn't attack any of these territories is because we wanted more territories to go right after the Rays. So we're going to reinforce right here, and then we're going to go to the move fans phase, and we're going to go ahead and reinforce or move these fans over to this territory. And now we can make a straight beeline towards the Tampa Bay Rays and face them at a very easy difficulty since we knocked out the steal fans phase on Hall of Fame. And we didn't even lose any fans at all. So we get to face them on veteran. Same thing, put your 5th best starting pitcher, and then just go ahead and knock that game out and take that stronghold as well. Now, once we capture the Rays stronghold, we're going to get 2 headliners because we have captured 2 strongholds, and we're also going to get a 5-pack bundle. Now, you have to decide for yourself what you want to do. To me, the easiest path is still continuing on going towards the left-hand side, and now taking my attention to the Pirates. So that's what we're going to do. And unlike last time, we're not going to go back and actually skip to the steal fans phase unless you haven't completed the 4 million. If you haven't completed the 4 million, I still wouldn't skip to it, to be honest with you all. I would get as close as I possibly can to the Pirates, and then once I'm as close as I possibly can, if I'm comfortable attacking them at whatever amount of fans I have and whatever difficulty I am offered, then I go ahead and face them. But if I am not, then that's where I would skip to the steal fans phase, and then I would face them on whatever difficulty you have remaining in order to get the 4 million fans goal completed, and then I would go after the stronghold. I'm comfortable facing them on Hall of Fame, so me personally, I'm going to go ahead and knock them out on Hall of Fame difficulty as well. Now, once we have taken over the Pirates, the only stronghold left to the left-hand side of us is going to be the Padres. So it should be pretty easy for us to go ahead and knock them out and prevent them from expanding too far. We never have to worry about the Pirates going ahead and attacking us and causing us to lose any fans. So from the left-hand side, we're going to be great. We're going to even be able to go right after the Marlins. But for some reason, I feel like attacking those 3 territories in the top right might be just a little bit more important. We get 2 headliners, hidden reward discovered right there. And let's go ahead and reinforce one more time and get all the way up to the Padres so we can go ahead and lay the smackdown on them. I'm going to want to face this 1 million fan territory instead of the 2 million fan territory. Therefore, I have less of a chance of losing a lot of fans. And then the 2 million fan territory is going to attack me. And luckily enough for us, we end up beating them and we get to face the Padres on All-Star difficulty. Now, this part right here, I want you all to pay very close attention to, because we are surrounded here by 1 million fan territories. We do not have to go ahead and eat up the remainder of the San Diego Padres in order for them not to attack us. But if you get to the San Diego Padres and there is a 2 million or 3 million territory and then a 2 million or 3 million territory right here, you're gonna have to eat up the remainder, because that 2 or 3 million will go ahead and attack this 1 million territory. And if they have you circled in, then you're gonna be forced to defend your stronghold and actually end up facing them. Now I'm gonna go ahead and switch my camera over towards this side so we can go ahead and now make our way towards the Miami Marlins. We're going to skip the Steel Fans phase. We're going to go to reinforce. We're now going to reinforce where our Pittsburgh Pirates stronghold was. And we're going to make a beeline straight towards the Marlins. And after that, we'll take care of the teams all the way on the right. I accidentally went to Steel Fans there. That was by accident. That was not on purpose. And that's probably going to cost me a couple of longer simulations. Because if you ever do go ahead, and let me switch my camera angle. If you ever do go ahead and actually reinforce or skip the attack phase once, it allows for the enemy strongholds to get stronger, and them to reinforce their territories just like you would be able to reinforce your territories. So we'll take out this 2 million. The one thing I like about this Miami Marlins stronghold is they are surrounded by 1 million fan territories. So once we go ahead and capture that 1 million fan or that stronghold in general, we're not worried about them circling us in and capturing our path. And hopefully it's going to be also a very good difficulty for us to face them on, which is going to be All-Star, which is going to be perfect for us. We're going to knock them out, and then we're going to make our way straight towards the top right to finish this Conquest map once and for all. Now, once we capture the Miami Marlins stronghold, there is a 42 pack. Now, since we're not surrounded by any 2-3 million fan territories, we don't have to attack any of these 1 million fan territories, and I'm not going to do that at all. Instead, I'm going to do what we have done previously. I'm going to skip to the Steel Fans phase, and then I'm going to skip to the Reinforce phase. I'm going to reinforce the closest territory I have to the Oakland Athletics and the Seattle Mariners, which is going to be this one right here. And then I'm going to move all of my fans that I had at the Miami Marlins stronghold all the way up to that 14 million territory we're looking to progress with. And that should allow us to get pretty close to either the Athletics or the Seattle Mariners, whichever of the two you want to go ahead and knock out first. I'm going to make my path towards the Athletics since they have a lot more fans protecting that stronghold, and since it's also a lot more difficult for you to go ahead and actually be attacked once you capture that stronghold, as opposed to the Seattle Mariners that are going to have a lot of fans all over the place that can go ahead and start regaining some of your territories. Hopefully we get a pretty lopsided victory with this 13 million versus 7 million. But if that's not the case, that's fine with me as well. We'll just go ahead and reinforce. And it seems like we're going to be able to face them on Hall of Fame difficulty. Yes, sir. Maybe All-Star difficulty. No, it's going to be Hall of Fame. I'm fine with that. You go ahead and reinforce if you do not feel comfortable there. Now, after capturing the Oakland Athletics, you're going to be golden. You're going to go right after, not even worrying about anything else, the Seattle Mariners. And then it's going to be pretty easy. All we got to worry about is the Baltimore Orioles. So we go ahead and move the fans all the way over here. we gotta be a little careful with the Seattle Mariners, but not too careful because they still are surrounded by territories that only have 1 million fans. So the only thing we don't want to do is attack into this 2 million territory, because if we do attack into this 2 million territory, that gives that 4 million territory and that 6 million territory the options to go ahead and attack us. So we'll most likely be leaving through this 2 million territory and 1 million territory whenever we do end up defeating the stronghold, and we're going to be facing them on veteran difficulty as well. Now, like I said previously, you got to be very careful with the path you take here. You don't want to go ahead and allow that 4 million fan territory to think they have a chance at capturing you. So it's most likely going to attack once I bypass this 1 million fan territory, but if we're extremely lucky, they actually won't. And you get a Prospects AL West pack. That I was not expecting, but that is not something that I'm against either, since I still need a ton of those prospects in order to actually go ahead and complete that Mookie Betts collection. So as I told you all, that 4 million fan territory, it might have attacked back. And because it attacked back, now that we can see it, we have to return and reclaim that territory, because if we do not do that, instead what they're going to try to do is go all the way back to this territory right here and circle us in, and then that 2 million territory might be feeling, you know, a little spicy and might try to go ahead and jump us in order to go ahead and circle us in and then force us to play an extra stronghold game, which I'm personally not trying to do. So after you get all of that out of the way, which we did very nicely, I would have to say, without going through much trouble, all you're gonna do is reinforce right here. And we're most likely going to want to attack that 8 million fan territory that the Baltimore Orioles have. Or I could have actually escaped that territory in general if I would have taken a different route. It seems like right here. So, no, actually, it wouldn't have mattered. I still would have had to go ahead and face them, which is what we're going to do right here. 13 versus 8 million fans. It doesn't matter if we end up losing. At the end of the day, you just want to take out those chunky pieces so they don't go back and start eating your path back up. So we took out the 8 million, no problem. After the 8 million, we'll take out this, I mean, I don't know. I want to take out this 3 million, but I'm afraid the 5 million is going to attack me right after, which is going to be fine as of right now, but as we progress, it's not going to be 100% cool with us either. So we're going to go after this 2 million territory right here just to prevent them from feeling spicy and trying to jump us later on. And then it doesn't matter because we can't do anything about it at all. So we're going to reinforce one more time. As you can see, they're getting stronger everywhere. And since they're getting stronger everywhere, that's going to lead them to go ahead and try to cut us off from our path. And this could happen, this very attack phase you're seeing right here. But at the end of the day, it's not going to matter much because we're going to be all the way up to their stronghold by the time they get the chance to do that. And now they basically screwed themselves over since they can't go ahead and keep eating up our path right now. So perfect for us. Going to be able to face them on veteran, and that's going to be the final stronghold. And then after that, we're going to be done with this. So if you did end up enjoying today's content, please make sure to hit that like button or subscribe button, turn on the channel notifications, everything else that you need from the Discord, how to become a member, and all of my socials, including my Twitch. It's all in the description. Make sure you go ahead and check that out. Have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out.